Hello everybody. I have an image of Dattatreya up on my screen, and it will just be interesting to do a reading on this energy and see what comes from it. With Dattatreya is a monk, a guru, and you can see all the energies around the image. It will just be interesting to see what comes of it. I really don't know, and it's not like I've done a lot of reading on Dattatreya. I actually have an image of similar to this up in my room somewhere, so that is one reason why I was drawn to it. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, so coming up to this image, one can really feel a lot of stillness. Okay, and the feeling is blessed. It's a blessed energy. Okay, it's very light, and yet it feels very much alive, like the earth speaking in a way, is the best way to put it. And with the tree blossoming, just all of it right there in its finery, in its lusciousness, in its growth, really the zenith of its growth, in its plenitude, in its abundance. I mean, one could go on like that, but that's the feeling. I mean, you can feel the moonlight, you can feel the still waters, all the blessings in the universe, really. And that's saying so little about it, but that's what's coming. Okay, so again, right away, and again, working with this type of image compared to, some that are having, have not completed or have not come to center, one can see how the pendulum immediately comes to the center, to the heart there, and you can feel it. It's very light, and again, it's undeniable, this centering feeling in the heart. So Dattatreya, a god type of energy, with all these symbols of different feelings of light, or emblems of spiritual types of energies around this image. And you can see the cow, which has to do more with blessings of the earth. And you see the dogs, which are like Vedas, part of the Vedas, or different scriptures. Also energies that can reside in the form. And look, going around this image that is here, there is a feeling that these energies here have been conquered. Not, in a way to say that, whatever was there is now completely innocent. It's benign. I mean, it has come to the center. It is like, this energy in some ways is like the master of all energies. Okay, so there's nothing that can touch it, hurt it, or harm it, or blemish it. And all just kind of play around this energy, like moonlight on still waters. Okay, so Dattatreya was on the earth at one time, and I am hearing Vishnu, an incarnation of Vishnu, with the different formations of that, or appearances of that, and had a time here in which that bloomed and flowered, and those around this energy, it's a yogi energy, could feel it and really fell at their feet in full prostration, in the feeling of adoration, of sublime bliss, and feeling in a way with it like many that would come around it felt united with God, with the Lord, with the best and the highest. Okay, so wonders are in their mysteries. This is like an opening into the mysteries, this image of, what is at the heart, what is at the heart of all things. And this is shining from this image. Okay, so with Dattatreya, there was a time when this manifestation was here, and as was said, and walked the planet Earth, and the Earth with it feeling like the Earth itself was a teacher and nature. And each footstep that this being took, there was a feeling of a lesson or something to be learned by every footstep that was taken on this earth, in terms of feeling the heart of that energy, or connecting with it in a way that felt, gave to this being, enlivened it, and gave it a richer feeling, like, with the earth being one that is stable and steady. And so this spoke to being stable and steady within one's sadhana, and also the earth being one that does not discriminate between good and bad, evil and heaven and hell, but takes all with equanimity. And so this is part of what one would want to also follow in their heart, as the form and the consciousness are of the same nature, in the way that all are the same. So this is the way that Dattatreya would walk the earth. Okay, so with the wind being part of the airiness, or the, also of Kundalini, Holy Spirit. I mean, these things are all what Dattatreya would feel inside the soul, like, this is the same, this wind, this air coming through me that I feel. And this is the way that all, that is within my heart as well. This feeling of openness, of airiness, of like a spring breeze. And my words may not be saying exactly what was there, but the general feeling is there of taking, the regular surroundings in which this energy lived, and being blessed and learning from every moment, or growing from every moment, and blooming with that. Because rather than staying in this, isolated place of me and mine, like, this body and my experiences are all that I'm going to know in this life, but open up to this vastness and see it as being the same as your own heart, and also the same lessons are there, but with the nature, with Mother Earth being one that gives such great lessons in terms of not having any personhood to it. And this is the same as all that, everyone's heart is the same. So this is speaking that way, this image. Okay, and what it feels like here is more like Shiva and Parvati. One can see the Ganges coming out, the Chandra, or the crescent moon, which is indicative of time. And this yin and yang, and then the centering. And then all of these are there, the some of them are indicators of time, or the wheel, and the Trishula, the water pot, and then the lotus. Okay, so this is all here in this image. Let's see if there's anything else. Anything else about the consciousness? So not really. I mean, really what's said is just this timeless, this, the reflection and the absolute are the same essence, no different, that all, nothing can be separated, nothing could be made distinct as being separate, and this is something that is to come, one is to come to that reality. If you are walking, and I see footsteps, like walking the path of a renunciate, this is what one comes to, is just the seeing of all as the same without any exception. Okay, so it's getting very heavy now, and it's feeling nice. I do see some curtains closing, which means I believe it's ended, so curtains are closing on this image. So thank you for tuning in. Namaste. Bye.